Hey there, Paul Wagler here for Arise Now and the 2-minute wake-up call. Well, I'm sitting here in the studio of the CKPC radio station, AM 1380 in Brantford, and we're recording a show that is going out over the airwaves, and while we're doing that, we're shooting a video. I love this when we can mix the mediums of media, I guess is the way to put it. And so what I want to share with you today is about a time in my life a number of years ago when we went through some major disappointments. And you know, when we go through these times in our life of major disappointment, how we handle them can sometimes affect our physical bodies. And so in that time, I was struggling, just like we had lost a lot of things, and things hadn't worked out the way that we had hoped. And eventually one day, all of a sudden, I got this really sharp pain in my back. And I really hadn't done anything, but I realized later it was really just from the internal processing, the stress that I was under in dealing with the situation. And then one day, a week or two after this sore back came along, I was reading in my Bible, Psalm 116, and I came to verse 7, which says this. It says, "Be at rest once more, O my soul, for the Lord has been good to you." And all of a sudden I was like, well, I'd love my soul to be at rest, but it's not. And then I thought, but if God has been good to me, then somehow I got to change my perspective. And so all of a sudden I got this revelation that God has been good to me, even though I wasn't feeling like it. And so in that moment, my perspective changed about my situation. And all of a sudden, I began to see things differently, and I began to see the goodness of God at work in my life. And as that happened, my perspective changed. My situation didn't change. I was still dealing with the disappointment. I still had the same situation to deal with, but my perspective changed. And when our perspective changes, everything changes. So whatever you're dealing with today, I just invite you to view the goodness of God, to perceive it, and your perspective will change, and you will be encouraged in the midst of whatever you're facing. Well, something for you to think about, and until we meet again, stay awake and stay alert.